What's up, family? This is your girl Stephanie, aka Edini Has to Stop It By. Currently here doing zodiac reads. We are on the sign of Taurus. Ugh, no. After you want me, however you want me, however you need me, however you want me, however you need me, however you want me. Tell me how do you want me? But I feel like this message is about the complete opposite. It's not about how somebody wants you and how they need you. No, this is about independence. Okay, because if you are, you know, worrying about other people, waiting for them to tell you how they want you, however do you want me, however do you need me, like you're building bending to their will. Spirit is wanting us to be independent. You know what I'm saying? And people just need to conform to us. It's not really that they need to conform to us. We just need to find our soul family. You know, people that naturally resonate with us, that we don't have to manipulate into being in the way that we, you know, would want them to be. Allow people to naturally be who they are, and if the energy works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know. All right, Taurus. We got it. We got some. I feel like it's got some heavy energy going on here, and possibly from again. And that's the thing too. I'm sitting here looking at the cards. They all in reverse for me. Reverse cards can sometimes represent outside energy, whether it's people or outside messages from spirit. Most of the cards are in reverse. I was just saying this. However do you want me? However do you need me? Type outside energy. You're worrying too much, trying to conform. Be your true and authentic self. You know, the first, fall in those ways of trying to please people so you can sleep at night. Fall in your ways so you can wake up and rise. I think that's what it say. And just throw off that burden. You're carrying too much of other people's shit, perhaps. I feel like spirit wants you to fall in those ways. Every person, each person is responsible for his or her own healing. You know, you can't try to conform yourself into a way that's going to be beneficial for them because you'll always be at their mercy. First card out here is the Six of Pentacles, and for me, the Six of Pentacles. When you look at that card in the original Rider Waite deck, their original tarot deck, there's a guy that's dressed fine, in his royalty castle garb. If that's what, anyway. And you have two peasants. He has six pentacles. He giving one of them three pentacles. There's a pentacle over his head, and then the other one has two. It's like, okay, so for me, it's for the other guy. It's like sitting around waiting for someone to validate you, sitting around waiting for someone to give you, or I want the same thing he got or whatever. No, for me, the Six of Pentacles is about not waiting for someone to give you anything, but going out and getting it for yourself. And we know Taurus ain't got no problem with doing that, but sometimes they do get hung up, you know, concerning themselves too much with other people, you know. So we got the Queen of Cups clarifying that, and it has your emotions all over the place. This is the Queen represents personal influence, what that suit has via the personal. So we got the Hermit card in reverse here as a side message. And again, The Hermit card is about going on that spiritual journey, going into the unknown to, you know, to ascend, so that again that that journey into the darkness, really exploring this people pleasing energy, because it's what, you know, has you in this energy of lack, maybe not feeling emotionally stable. That's it's kind of stripping you of your fire to move, because it's just too much. You're trying to carry too much. Knight of inspiration in reverse, page of inspiration in reverse. Like, you can't take those steps, those the spiritual steps needed to get this groundedness. Four of Pentacles just came out. You know, you can't. There's just a lack mentality, a lot of lack mentality going on. I'm feeling, and it's because, you know, again, it's more of the environment that you're in, the people that you surround yourself with, you know, that has this, your chariot being stagnant. Your chariot is parked. It's not moving forward. Willpower and determination, it's stagnant, you know. And it's so funny I said it because of other people, because as we segue into this next row of cards, we're clarifying the three of material, the three of pentacles, which represents, you know, working together with other people to build. But it's in reverse. You know, the people that you're working with, the people that are around you, are not really, you know, what you need to reach the goals that you have in mind. You know, there's stagnancy in regards to, you know, that energy. And you have the ace of material. There's, you like, you know what you need to do to grow, but I feel that you want to bring these people along with you so much. You want to get them to see, you know, what you see, you know, in regards to how to move forward and what to do. Like, you have this beautiful vision. It's abundant, but it's just too wrapped in other people and their thoughts and their validation behind it. Them seeing the beauty in it, them seeing the greatness that's in this idea that you have, this vision that spirit gave you. My life to the fullest, I'm making that thing maximum velocity. Yes, I dream passionately. Trickles my hands, got to handle light. They need to buckle up and just get in line with you, you know? Just like the song is saying, do you. Be passionate about what you got going and what you feel, what spirit has given you. Other people are not going to be able to see the vision like you see it. They're not going to be able to see it the way spirit gave it to you. You got to realize that you can fly. You dream passionately. You do your thing the way you do it. Live your life to the fullest. Crank that thing, maximum velocity, whether they with you or not. Yes, dream passionately. Morning sun rises at night. Morning. My breath away. Escape. Water flowing, these emotions flowing. I'm still under the ocean, but I'm still breathing. Like, there's a lot of emotions of other people around you, but you still breathing. You know, like, you can get through this. Like, you don't have to succumb to what reality has in front of you, because we're spirit beings having a human experience. If we focus, we can tap into that supernatural part that and in which things happen that probably shouldn't happen in reality. It's supernatural. Like this 3D is not the only part, and that's possibly what Taurus has a problem with. There with being air signs. We're kind of really we're really in this 3D, so it's kind of hard for us to really reach into like the spiritual bag of things. It's different for us because we're more physical beings as earth signs, because I'm an earth sign as well. So it's even though we're very spiritual, it's in a different way. So I feel like when an earth sign really taps into their spirituality, it's very powerful because it takes more for us to reach that level, to reach that point, because we can be distracted very easily within the 3D because this is our realm. But spirits again says, again, release the validation that you're maybe seeking from people. It could be a Virgo around you that's causing some stagnancy in your energy. Let's get clarification on this Six of Wands and Knight of Emotions, which is the Knight of Cups. So again, the Six of Wands can represent, not having victory. You don't, like I said, you don't have victory in people, and because you want people to validate you. But Spirit says, that this idea is lucrative, that it can be successful. Take that leap of faith because it's your destiny. Don't allow other people's opinion to keep you from living out your destiny, because again, people are not going to see what Spirit gave to you, what God gave you, your higher self gave to you. So we got the Judgment card in reverse, awakening. Spirit says it's time for you to awaken to the infinite abundance that is always around us. Search for the magic in life. Focus on yourself. Focus on, again, what Spirit gave you, and don't believe the lies of the deceit of people projecting onto you. With the seven, as we clarify, this next row of cards, the Seven of Swords with the Tower. The Seven of Swords represent lies, deceit. It's time for you to stop believing the lies that people have told you about you, that people may have told you about your idea. It's time. There's a tower coming to break that shit up. It's time for you to. The Tower card represents building developing a new core belief, not just any surface belief, but these are core beliefs. And I feel like Spirit is saying, believe in yourself. Exactly. Believe in yourself. Walk away with the Eight of Cups here, which represents walking away. Walk away from the projection of other people, how they force their insecurity onto you. It's time for you to walk away from that. Look at that, Three of Inspiration. And once you walk away from that Three of Inspiration, then your ships can start to come in. Your ships can start coming in, and you can start building on that idea. You got to release the burden here as we segue this last row of cards, which is the Ten of Wands, and the Hangman. Ten of Wands in reverse and the Hangman in reverse. Spirit says, let go of that burden of other people. Stop overthinking it. You're overthinking it because other people have gotten in your head. Stop overthinking it and surrender. The Hangman card represents surrender. Once you surrender to the heaviness of the situation and just be centered and allow Spirit to guide you, again, your ships can begin to come in and things can start coming together for you. And again, like I said, I think in the Capricorn read, the same people that doubted you are going to be telling stories of how they met you, telling stories of how they knew you. You know how people do. Lovers in reverse. Like I said, it could be lovers and friends, family members, people you really care about that, you know, maybe talk down on the way your lifestyle, but eventually they're gonna be doing everything they called you weird for. They're gonna be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Or what they, oh, that's not gonna work. And as you keep moving forward, being secure in what Spirit gave you, know that it's abundant, powerful idea, and take that leap of faith. Everything's gonna come together, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh well, oh well, no, you ain't did shit." If it was up to you, and if I allowed you to continue to, you know, allowed your opinion to have bearings on my life, I wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be, you know. So look at that again, magician. Come on, period. Magician card just came out. Spirit says surrender. Once you surrender the heaviness, surrender everybody's ideas and opinions and things, then things are going to be, you're going to be able to manifest. You'll be able to see the magician in the mirror. You'll be able to see what you need to do. It'll just turn on for you because you don't have all those distractions and bullshit that you got to cut through because you released it. You just took that cloak off. You just threw it off your back. And where you were once stuck, it's going to turn around. You're going to end that cycle that has been holding you back, that has been preventing your ascension. Period. The manipulations of other people, you're going to be able to see that more clearly so that you can end that cycle and not be stuck in it no longer. No longer be stuck in that energy and that negative cycle. Let's get some surrender cards. Let's get it. Surrender your belief in scarcity. Surrender to setting limits. Surrender negative thinking. And surrender to wonder and awe. And I believe I just said something like that. Surrender to seeing the magic in life. But again, surrender to negative thinking because it's not yours. Those are not your thoughts. Those are thoughts that other people have programmed and conditioned into you. What society has conditioned into you. The limits that society have put on you. That you began to believe. You know? So it says here on the surrender negative thinking card, you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing. If anybody has anything to say about your idea, whatever you have for spirit, that any ideas that spirit gave you, and they say some negative, thank you for sharing, and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. Because again, they don't know. They can't. There's no way they can fathom the full vision that spirit gave to you. So surrender your belief in scarcity. Open to an abundance mentality. Perhaps that's the belief that society, the matrix, those people have tried to that put into you. That in that is scarce out there. There's so many people having the same idea or whatever that you're not going to be able to be abundant in it. That market is saturated, and so there's not going to be a lot of money there because there's so many people doing it. Again, spirit gave it to you in a specific way that may be different from everyone else's, that may be innovative, that turns whatever industry that you're wanting to get into on its head and flip things in your favor. You just never know. Since the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. Abundance can come through in the most scarcest of places. Seemingly 3D, seemingly scarce. Spirit is like the water. Emotions, like water makes up 70% of the earth, just like water represents, make like 70% of the body. Water is spirit. That's the spiritual energy. There's abundance in the world, you know. And again, the spirit world is much bigger than this 3D reality. It's just the 3D reality is in our face. We gotta believe in the infinite nature of abundance. It says, in this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. The people around you have that scarcity mindset. It's time for you to release that. Surrender to setting limits to these people. You want to read? You want to know what it says here? It's healthy to set boundaries in relationships. That's what it says. Practice, practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. Set healthy boundaries. Express your needs to these people. Again, you don't want to force it. If they don't naturally, you know, support you, if it's always negative, or maybe you can just, again, you can give them a chance. Let these people know what you need from them. Like, I don't need you to be negative. You know, support me, wish me well. Okay, again, or just set that boundary. You know, separate yourself, remove yourself. You know, maybe the relationship is just gonna have to go into, it's gonna have to be redefined in a way that, you know, I can't really share this with you because you don't understand. You are not able to support and undergird me in the way that I need you to. You know, instead of, you don't need people that's gonna automatically just give you well, you can't do this or this and a third. No, like, work with me, help me find a solution to where you think I may be lacking. Like, support me instead of just going in. Like, what research have you done to validate this opinion that you have about my idea? Have you done any research on it? Like, what do you know about it that could give me, you know, an expert ish view so that I can maybe go back to the drawing board? I'm still going to have my same idea, but I can tweak it. You know, how are you helping me in doing that? You know? But, and the last card here is surrender to wonder and awe. Okay, don't be so stuck in this 3D realm. Really bring in spirit, the universe, energy, vibration, you know. It says open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. And this is coming out over, you know, the hangman, the row of cards that have the hangman. Surrender to wonder and awe. You know, open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. Like you're stuck and you're stagnant because you can't surrender to the wonder and awe of life because you're so burdened with other people's belief in scarcity. That's not yours. We're it's not even theirs. They've been conditioned, so they're just doing what they've been taught. They don't know any better. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. A lot of people are operating off autopilot, off a program that was imposed on them. That's not the program that we came here born with. We came here born with freedom, with wonder, with awe as children, with imaginations to create. That has been knocked out of us by society. And Spirit wants you to get back to that. Recognize, you know, these people with that heavy energy and set healthy boundaries for those types of people. Really stand in your independence, you know, surrender negative thinking. Really, trace back to the source with the Hermit card of going on this spiritual journey into the darkness. Trace back to the source of where that negative thinking originated, and know that this world is limitless. There's so many parts of our brains that have been untapped, so many, just so much that we haven't really tapped into because it's so massive. The universe is massive. There's universes on top of universes on top of universes, dimensions upon dimensions upon dimensions. There's so much that has been unexplored, you know. So don't allow, the people close to you to keep you burdened, with the Lover's card in reverse. Don't allow them to keep you burdened. The card underneath that is the Strength card. Push forward. The Strength cards tap into your personal power. The Strength card is about personal power. The Strength card is also about spiritual work, doing the spiritual work, tapping into the strength of the spiritual work, overcoming your ego, you know. Conquering the ego, not living out of it, but making it work for you, not allowing your ego to make decisions. They can, your ego can, put forth some opinions, but at the end of the day, the decision shouldn't be made from an egoic space. You know, it should be one of love, of hope. The ego is always going to show you all the negative, have you on defense, having you defend this 3D realm and not really tap into the spiritual side of things. So, yeah, that's the message that I have. I'm going to end it there. I hope they helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I love you all. And until next time, peace.